swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Wolverines will put total leather to crank us up. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Ohio State's offense will go on the attack first. Ohio State pulled out a classic and won close over the Wolverines last season.
Man, it's so nice to know you got a team that in the biggest moments in the game, the huge rivalry game, your big game of the year, they can come up clutch and make those big plays. Ohio State did a year ago. Can this team handle the moment now against the new Michigan team?
Well, oftentimes in great rivalries like this, the game is going to go right down to the wire. And that loss last year, that really propelled Michigan this offseason. They did extra sprints. They spent extra time in the weight room.
Turning it on! Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. Five-star backer, verbal commit. some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for... Offense. Looking for a gap. It's Martin. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past. You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here comes the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Porter. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught near the sticks, it's Graham.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a 2-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Found a little run room on that one, picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No.
Turning on the Jets. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
And I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Moore to the air. Firing to the right, complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Going to the ground. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I mean, I can go back to 2006 when they were 1-2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry. Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. And it's amazing, in a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even have one.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Run the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. And the Buckeyes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Right back to the well. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
When I go into every game, I want to get my running back going. I want to get the ground game going, and he has. This afternoon, over 100 yards now, showed you a little bit of everything in the run game, and that's why this offense has been hungry.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out in front of him.
The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First snap of this drive comes from... Two. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the ground with the back. Hard running there. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Running to Green. Breaks into the open. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Here's the pressure. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stewart. Now the connection takes it to the 11. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Wolverines are on the move. Moore will throw. He's got it. And he will score! Touchdown, Michigan! A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football, be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip into the secondary and you make that big play.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones. Texas is down right now, but there is still a ton of football to be played. And for a program that ranks inside the top 10 all-time in wins, don't be surprised if they come back. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Mississippi State. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Graham. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, with great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year, and this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the two teams. Late in the year, it always mattered. You go back to 2006, number one versus number two. So always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. So here comes the Michigan offense. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Moore to the air. The quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Quickly to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Now on second down. The give out of the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he'll line this one up from 53 yards out and try to bang it through. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Lagway. Rush is on him. On the run, fires downfield. He's got it. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him working away, nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Graham. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They need the 40 to convert here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Martin. There he goes. He's down at the 27. They can't stop the clock, and this is a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Miller. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there. Get
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
How about this goal line defense? On first down, they expect the run. They stuff it for a loss. And on second down, expecting pass. They can now get after the quarterback and bring him down for a sack. They are pushing this offense back in the wrong direction. This has been textbook goal line defense here as of late.
And in the closing moments of the first. They'll try to put a three spot on the board. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when the Wolverines and Buckeyes get together, and a fun first half to boot. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. 2 teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. He'll call for the fair catch here. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Boom. On the ground, it's Martin. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Grab near the marker, it's Porter. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Bottle little time, lets it go. That's reeled in, it's Graham. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. The Buckeyes are marching down the field. Thrust that arm out. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Touchdown, Ohio State! And that one will put them up here in the second half. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Moore will throw. Firing deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Wolverines will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. A high kick trying to pin them deep. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Takes a handoff. It's Martin. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
To the air on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Jones.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
And the Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man, it's Miller. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on his defense.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To the air, it's Lagway. Quarterback moving. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But This offense just can't find a way to get it going, and I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. On target to the left. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
The Wolverines are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Got him downfield. Touchdown Wolverines. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Pressure coming. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gets it to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The throw to the outside is complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes a catch. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Yeah, 4th and inches, midfield. Go ahead. Go for it. I love the play call by the head coach. Trust your offensive line to get some movement up front. Let's keep this drive going.
He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. Moore to the air. Looking for the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, a quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Makes the catch. It's Graham. At the 35, he's got room. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Finds his tight end. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll keep it on the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give is to Williams. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The Buckeyes get it past the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
trying to bully their way in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the stick. Get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
And the offense just going to spike it here.
To stop the clock. No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Moore will throw. Finds his back in the middle. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. These corners going to give these receivers some space. It's complete. Called down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Unloads to the wideout. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And it went right down to the final play. The game may be the best rivalry in college football, and this year